I'm looking at the prices of a walker. In here, there's this yellow one is 89,250. And you see their food up there. Oh, it's not so busy like it was. So, as of the moment, I have heard that some of the employees that are working in the city, our neighbors, that they are eventually losing their jobs because the businesses are closing. So this is now the effect of the lockdown. Looking at here, this is now what they've done on the gate. You can see they have painted it with red lead and put some more decorations on the curbs and the swirls. So you can see that they're putting on another swirl on the design. Going down to my fencing project. Today is August 7, Friday, the last day that Janelle's be working. So it's such a rainy day today. You can see how gloomy is the sky here in Cebu City. But at least it's not raining now that we're working. Usually it rains so hard at night. Around about 9 o'clock. Oh, it was so hard last night. Really heavy downpour. But you can see we don't have stagnating water because it's flowing down to the rivers. And we made drainage there, but it's already covered with stuff. But because of the slopeness of the land, it's just flow by itself towards the river, where we have like different kinds of cuts before people used to just make a way for the water to flow through on those side hills. So that's the advantage, because otherwise their crops will be flooded. I got some advice about how to care for pigs and stuff like that. That should organic, play music to the pigs and all this. I am not farming. That is not my business. But I am just talking about my farmer neighbors, because up here we are farmers and livestock producers. And I was glad that their crops are earning well despite the COVID, because of so many people are now wanting to sell it by themselves by retailing it to their communities. So I'm here now. This is what so far they've done this morning. They made the rings for each column in between, and now you can see that they are forming, putting the forms in so we can pour it out, and then we can use the vibrator now that it's been fixed to pour this one. So after that, we will be putting the beams on top of this walls. So there are concern or even predictions that these walls will collapse. But have you seen the walls on my castle when I go walk through every day? This is the same make. They got footing beams, middle beams, and for this one, I have the same concept. There will still be beams on top of this. So that walls on my castle is even higher than this. But how many earthquakes since I built that? It's almost 2 decades, that wall. It hasn't fallen down. So what is the difference that it make when I have the same concept, putting beams and beams on the top and columns in between and horizontal rebars every 3 level connecting to the columns? So I don't see how it's gonna fall down, unless of course like the usual things that they use here, using 4-inch hollow blocks, and the mix is as much as you can, like 6-to-1 in 1 cement. I follow the same thing that I use in my castle, 4 sacks of sand to 1 cement and 6-inch hollow blocks. That is a big hollow block to fill up than just a 4-inch. So that makes also the difference of the strength of the wall. So some said since they're building, they know is quite strong, even suggesting. But of course, the one that you should not be building, you're a woman, says it's gonna fall down in 2 years. I don't see it. I'll put a date when it's all finished and see if it fall down in 2 years. But like I said, this is not the first time I've been building walls. Basically, I also organized the build on my castle, my guest house, and several houses already. And in fact, I got a very steep property before. I also built a riprap and the wall on top. And almost 10 years now, how many earthquakes have passed. The wall is still standing. The house that I built has no crack. That the one renting it has decided to buy it, because he was really impressed with the house and how it was built. I also document it as like here, but in pictures, because I don't have a YouTube channel before. But I'm not concerned this one is falling over, because I know this will stand. Like I said, on top of this there will be column on the side, and the columns will be connected on to the beams on top of this, and that's how the ending. It's not just like this. As besides that, we will also be rendering this part. So what hill will be pushing the wall? I mean, look at the topography of the land, the back and here. So please, then again, you can't help it. There are people that they know better. They know. But I welcome criticism if they're very constructive, not trying to destroy you. But some of the like experienced builders, they don't criticize, they actually give you advice. Like I always mention his name, Mr. John Harris. His advice like gems to me, because he give you advice on things that you don't even think about, like my workshop idea up there. But it was his own experience that he's sharing with me that is very good. And some of the people that sharing their ideas, like CNU's ICU, about the weed, I even share it with my local farmers, the one that got big lands than me, that will be a good one to do your fields. And also there's someone sharing about how to get rid of flea and ticks with the dogs. I'll try it with my outside dogs first. Bruce Lee, Jet Li, and the black dog, Friendly Obama. But so they will be okay. Bantay as well. So here they're gonna pour it this afternoon. It's now almost 12 o'clock. They also will include the footings down there, because they have already made for beams for that one. The rebars is just up there. They're just gonna take it down, because this is the hard part, is shaping up the forms of the in-between columns, so it will not protrude. So tighten it up with tire wires. And you can see how it's clear over here, and Willie is back on JT's land. So it won't take him long to clear that one. But look, he done a very good job in cleaning out here in this area. I was hoping I will not go down today, because I will not do any banking, but obviously I will have to go down banking business, and might as well do the best when I go down, just stock up more on food. So I'm hoping they can do more this afternoon when they start filling this up. And we got the vibrator back working again, so we will be because last time that we poured the vibrator it's not been done yet. So this is, look at Willie clearing out here. Hopefully he'll have more done at the end of the day, but it's only like taking it out to the edge of the ravine there, you know, the short drop, because that's only weeds, so it will just disintegrate in time. But he's only working until Saturday because he'll be harvesting his ginger for next week, so we won't be seeing him next week. It will be the next week after. Then also he will sow back the ginger for the next harvest. So that will, he's estimating that he can do that for the whole week. Harvest, prepare the land, and then because he got his son there working with him. I'm standing here on JT's lot, and this is how it looks like here as of the moment. And you can see how clear it is across where they are working, that used to be full up with rubbish. So that will be like the garden area that anyone can visit and have a look at what's here. The one that's following here, you can just email me and then we will set an appointment so you can visit the site. But I will make it into a nice garden area, put more trees around that one. And this is so far what he done here on JT's land. So he's just clearing out the weeds. He'll be working on it. He'll be working on it in the tomorrow as well, so next day. So I'm expecting it to be got done, a lot more done. But since I borrowed him over there, I'll be the one sorting his wages on that one. I'm going down to do some banking. I was hoping to avoid going down to the bank today, but it's inevitable that I have to now. But while I'm down, I'm also gonna do some of the shopping and stocking up, because it's also a big possibility that we might go back to ECQ, which what's happening in Manila, they have upgraded again instead of downgrading from GCQ, General Community Quarantine. And I want to be ready again when that's happening here, because what happened before is I was ready even before the lockdown was announced the first time, so I was ready. Now that we have relaxed a little bit, just a little bit, because it still be very strict on the quarantine pass, I want to be ready for if it's gonna be going back to ECQ again, that we cannot cross borders to Mandaue City, in which I will be getting some of my dog food, especially my dog food, because you know what dogs are like. If they're used to that kind of food, some don't really adapt to the new one. Like, I know they will eat eventually, but why, if I could help it, they will just be having the same food that they're used to before they have other kinds of ailments, because they're adjusting to the new food. So my purpose of going there is to do the banking, and then might as well get the stock up on dog food and even toilet papers again. Although they are not running out of stock. But my purpose was for me to not keep on going down or going to Mandaue City for that. So as of the moment, I have heard that some of the employees that are working in the city, our neighbors, that they are eventually losing their jobs because the businesses are closing. So this is now the effect of the lockdown. And some of the employees, like they're working in factories, the factories are going halves on their employees, so they are retrenching, so they are included in the retrenchment. That's why they lose their jobs. So this is now the effect of all this lockdown, that people are losing their jobs, businesses are closing, and it's really hard. This should have been stopped now because it's affecting the economy, not only here but all over the world. There you can see that in the news, a lot of countries are now suffering economic wise, will soon be affected. Padaplin kuno kamo dia because of the lockdown, and it's just taking so long. I mean, here I could only speak so much on the local community. Yeah, the producers of the farmers are making good business because a lot of the ones that lost their job are now selling food, buying it directly from them and selling it house to house, community to community, to earn. But unfortunately, a lot is losing their jobs. So what, like, how do they buy the food if they don't have income? You know, it's really hard. Now I'm going to the city. I'll be passing soon on the place of the welding man that's doing my gate, and I want to order the trusses that Oldby wanted to put on that working area, the open working area where we are right now. Because imagine that with something with roof on, then we can work on projects that's, look at this, parking on the other side. How can you expect the double parking? They don't understand that they're blocking the others, double parking both sides. So you can see that was someone buying from up there on the farms and selling it through communities. That's the example of what I'm saying. That's why the farmers are actually glad that, oh, we got more sales than the one that we keep on supplying in the markets, because they don't even have to go down. There's a lot of competition now for the market because personal vendors, like they go house to house, are the one that's buying it direct from them. So I'm here on the welding man's house. I'll just stop looking at here. This is now what they've done on the gate. You can see they have painted it with red lead and put some more decorations on the curbs and the swirls. So this is just the first panel. They'll still be making the second panel, then the lock on the middle and the bolt on the ground. So this is like the same one will be made on the other side. The gate next to it will be the same design. I mean the opening that's next to it. So you can see that they're putting on another swirl on the design. Basta na itil. Ah, sige. Mao lagi, no? Sige, sige. Haligi lang usa no, pwede ra magulahi ang slab. In man sukdan. Because we were talking about because that was the saying that it's better that I have the columns ready for where my workshop is, so that he can actually shape all the trusses, and then even if just temporary, as long as you know what's the measurement of the actual square where I'm gonna put the trusses in. So he was looking for my little drawing, but it was not there. Wala kay kanang libro sa mga kanang lingkuranan nga putaw? Mga bench? Lagi? Nangita bitos dyan gahapon because I was asking him if he got a book about benches, the metal benches. Kaya yung mas dyan na ako no. Lagi? Naam sa ko yung nana. I also have a book like that, I said, because I found it last night. Ako nakitaan gabi pagtanaw ko lunam di ko yung unani. Pero wala ko ato mga lingkuranan lagi sa dan. I don't have the benches and the metal work, metal seats. So they are now almost finished with this one. They're planning to install it by piece up there so they can carry it in their multi-cab. Not both, but at least they can slowly take it up. So you can see that they have done that one now. So ana na lang the sergeant no, amo na lang butangan daag kolom. So sige. He was asking if I could just make the column first. Para dili mo lapas. So he wants to have the actual like columns to be made first, even if temporary, before he can do the process properly. So they just put those temporarily, and before they weld that so much, just the position. Because they're putting water in every piece when they melt it down, and then keep on hammering it down again to flatten it out. So you can see it's almost done, one panel. So like that, because they're following the picture of my gate there that they do. So it's such a good value for money, to be honest, for the big gate like this installed and welded for 60,000 pesos. That's about 6 meters wide, so 3 meters, one panel each. That's 3 meters. I am now driving to Tipolo, Mandaue. So you can see up ahead, there's Bay Hotel on the left, and then that's Mandaue Bay up ahead. So it doesn't seem to have any inspection around here. I could go through that's crazy. They only have inspection in certain places, but you can go through here. God, they should start fixing their road. There's loads of holes. Well, there's still not a lot of traffic around. So you remember that is the Cebu Convention Center, where there's a lot of people living there. Some are legit, like from the fire of the places that's been to, but the other one I know a few people there living, they're from the province, but they just choose to live there since it's open for the public to just put up the shanties. So look at Mandaue Bay is now growing and growing. That will be another one to feature. And here I'm on my way to, you can see Park Mall on the right side, and Chonghua Hospital. This is still Mandaue Highway now, the North Reclamation area. So I was going through, so their inspection, they just don't think about it, that oh, they're gonna be so strict on this side, but not thinking that people can go still on another entrance. I've seen that establishment there is closed. There's the heavy equipment areas for the diggers. And let's see my friend here in BMW motorbikes, although it's still quite popular, and it's not as popular as the small bikes because of the price, I suppose. Toyota, Mandaue, and not a lot of display. Diggers, Komatsu. So that's the University of Cebu Medical Center. So I'll be going here in SNR. I'll be turning left. On this lane, so you can see SNR up ahead. So I still managed to go in through, even though there's strict here now on that entrance. Because what she's stopping me for is just I got the wrong car for the day, but I got the right pass for the day. Now we also do the coding of the car. Yeah, but how what if I only got one car? That's what those people, she told me, that's what those head of ours was talking about, that we need to be strict with the coding of the cars, otherwise they will penalize you. But if you see around here, there's a lot of even cars. The end of their car number plates are even. These are some of the items that you can buy here in SNR. They have storage racks, dresser racks. They're not only concentrating on food, you also have clothes now. So you can see there are the different kinds of racks that in your dresser, or you put your clothes, or your industrial racks like this. Or the wine racks like that one, 5,499. This is another wine rack, 5,299. But the industrial grade racks, that's 4,499. That one with a black steel. The 6-level commercial 6-tier shelving. This rack is chrome, 7,499. Then you got the plastic rack here for 2,999. And this is the industrial one for your tools and stuff. That's around 12,000 pesos. But it's really solid grade and 2,000 pounds capacity. On the other side, you can see here the dressing ones. Closet organizer for 7,499. And they have this other type with boxes on the side. That's 7,000 pesos. They also have tires and your workbench for your workshop. That workbench here, 4,399. It's quite a good one. Then there's a rolling workbench. OMG. The 7,499. And this is the real McCoy ones, the one that they haven't assembled. $33,000. They're also selling stuff for cars. Tires. And of course, household items like containers. I would like to buy this for myself, like a Stanley hand tool sets. It's got its own little bag. This is 1,699. Got a hammer, tape measure is only 12 foot. But this is a good little toolbox for me. I'll have a look on this one. You can see they have clothes available for men, children, and ladies. Used to be just a small part here, got clothes, but now they have a lot of clothes. Well, they are even on sale now. What's jeggings? I don't understand what's jeggings. Oh, I know now. Leggings. Denim shorts. See, you got displayed clothes there. You got a displayed blouses for women and also for men. But they're well known for your imported food items available here in SNR. And all your chocolate needs. They do have some local stuff as well. I'm gonna get some of these. I bought these broom sets because they're on sale and they're good quality. And I'm gonna get some more Starbucks coffee for my daughter. They're also good at chocolates. All the imported chocolates are mostly here. I mean, all the known chocolates that I know are here. But I'm not a chocolate fan, so how do I know? All I know is got loads of variety here for chocolates. And these are all their freezer stuff. And the other side is the cereals, breakfast cereals. They're only displaying mostly local. Look at all the Virginia food. So you can see that they haven't got any much stocks on the frozen stuff yet. But usually you have a variety of choices here for imported cereals, imported frozen items. But I've noticed it's all local. Look, Pure Foods, Virginia. You can buy them anywhere in local groceries. I'll check if they have Yakult. Still no Yakult. But they're best at having cakes for like on sale. Buy one take one. I'll show you the buy one take one cakes. Those are the buy one take one cakes. It's really popular.
I think they have it over here.
They have cheaper meat prices here because you have to buy it in bulk, a minimum of 1.5 kilo. Because I know for sure this Ricardo cut is 140 in local supermarket. But I only buy the breast fillets in here so much. But it doesn't look good to me. It's so dark. So I'll just leave it for now. You got all the pork on this side, and then the beef here in the middle, and then the seafood area on here. So it's quite a complete shopping experience. And they got their produce, of course, and the chicken. I think I'll get one of chicken. I did miss their chicken now. And you see their food up there. Oh, it's not so busy like it was. But I'm expecting it to be busy considering it's Friday. I've done my shopping. I stock up more on dog food with the ones that I can get in S&R only, like the tissue papers. Unfortunately, they don't have the cheese that I wanted, so Oldby will just have to be having the imported ones available in the local supermarket, like the Bega strong cheese. But I'm just getting ready that if we have to lock down again, anyway, there's a big long expiry date for all the dog food, so my dogs will be all right. And the tissue papers and other items that like the baking items there is also nice, because I like doing brownies and all that. So most essentially, then maybe next week I'll go out again to stock up more before the end of our August 15 lockdown, GCQ I mean. And if they go back again to ECQ, then I will not be so bad thinking about the dog food, or ration the ones for my dog, like ration it lesser than what they're having, so to make it last. So they'll be alright. I got total of 5 bags now. Next week I'll get another 3, so they'll be alright for another So I think that's the sort of thing that I'll have to stock up more when it's like buy one or two every time I go out. So I'll be okay. If they also sometimes they run out of stocks. I've seen someone there bought 10 bags. So no wonder, like the other day when I was there, there's a lot of there's the new LTO on that side, soon to open. So last time I go out, still got a lot of dog food. Now it's only like 8 left, and they are not replenishing it. That's the trouble. They'll be wait for the next shipment. So I'll go this way. I'll stop by Home Builders to see if I could check on Old B's tiles for his bar. He don't want to go out, so I'll be the one to be filming that, so he can just see on the video. So might as well share it with you. So I'm going to this AS Fortuna H Hernan Cortes Way. So this is also Mandaue area that we're passing through. So you can see the road there. That's Mandaue. So this is still part of Mandaue, but we are now going to be entering Hernan Cortes. I'll just turn this off to save battery, so I want to film the tiles that I'm looking at in Home Builders. I'm now here in Home Builders in AS Fortuna, but I just want you to have a look at this building that the last time I featured this on my video, I was showing you the road of AS Fortuna. This building on the other side still not finished, but now it's all done. I'm looking at the prices of a walker. In here, there's this yellow one is 89,250, and this one is 60,350. They have this gasoline brake person. This is 44,675. And of course this is the big McCoys here, a walker. This is 132,950. And this one, can't read the price, but I'm expecting it looks the same as the other one. Will be the same price. So these are the walkers that's available here in Home Builders. So that one is powered by a Honda. I think that's over 100,000 pesos. Like this walker Newson, 132,950. So I'll have to make my walker be fixed. I'll look for the person that can fix that walker, so I could use it on my road. So you can see here, this is the ones available. BP 2050 low vibration at 89,250. And this is the MP15 walker by Newson. They're both by Newson. So this is 60,350. It's got no other. And this is the one that's like that's again 44,975. So it makes sense that I will have to fix my walker. I'll bring it to MG Machines. They're the one that can fix it. Let's see what they can do on it, if it's fixable. But this is like Walker Newson, so it must be a good brand. That's why it's very expensive.